You know, I found chain sharpening is something a lot of people have a lot of different opinions and different ideas and concepts. There's a lot of different tools out there. But bottom line is that if you understand the parts of the tooth, we want to think about, let's take and put it back as close to how it came out of the box as we possibly can. It's very smooth cutting, still aggressive enough to cut fairly rapidly. So I like it. It does a good job. So that we're taking the middle of the round file and taking the damage off. Then as I roll it down, it's putting that surface back on. And so I'm going to bring it back here and use the middle of the file and take and realign my top angle there. I could use a good sharp flat file and do that, or I can use the middle of the round file. Now this side's going to take a few more strokes, and this particular and the left side cutters, which I'm on now, are a little bit shorter than the right side. But because this file setup takes each tooth independently, it allows me to have different length teeth, but because it sets that depth gauge progressively, it still cuts straight. But all your chip clearance is actually coming up in that upper 25 to 30 thousandths of the side plate and then the chisel angle. And as I mentioned, the depth gauge setting really sets up what angle, that chisel angle that you have set with the top radius of the round file, is going to bite into the fiber. It more or less bites in too deep. That's where you start getting chattering and grabbing, and it can increase reactive forces. All these teeth work in conjunction with the rest of the teeth on the loop. It's designed to work in multiple types of fibers and trees. And so if we follow the design that it was originally set up to, it's probably going to give us our best results. So think about that as you're sharpening. Try to get it as close back to box stock, no matter what type of tool. If you're just using a round file and a flat file, if you're using some type of a guide, or you're using a grinder setup, try to get it back to box stock, because that's going to be really what's going to cut best in all cutting conditions. They spend a lot of money with a lot more equipment, a lot more studies, a lot more testing than we ever could think about doing. And it's going to change every time we change wood. It's going to change every time we change RPMs or how we handle the saw. All of that comes into the process of the cutting. Make it as close to box stock as you can. Good sawing to you. See ya.